that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Trucks over it. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
I don't think you got it, son.
Bang, 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 bang.
Check your hot read. Shift.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 4.
Check.
Fresh down.
Go.
Check 3. Check 55.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Ready?
55. Hey, eat. Rip right.
Hey, Charlie.
55. Rip left.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Stanton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go. Set. Watch it flow. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Slam, slam.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Draw play. Ingram now. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Damn. Mark 22. On the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
52.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. 10-2 start.
Bandit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. 8, read. Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Check Mike.
Mike 55.
Be driven.
On 3rd and 2, Stanton trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Ready. Let's go. Don't get nervous.
Banjo.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22, hold up. Stay with your man. Mike 22.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Shrink that ball.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Yo, chance. Watch the shift. Hey.
Go on. Go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check out.
Now.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Get it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Look at me, zipper! Hey! 55. Hey, D-line. Topper!
On second down, it's Hunt. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I'm coming after you. 48 smart. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stanton being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hatchet. Kill. 36.
Fire.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alert 3. Showing it. Watch twist.
On the ball. Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Wahoo!
Everyone got 4 down. 48 to Mike. Watch the backer. 48 smart. Hey, get in the way.
Shoot!
On 3rd down, Stanton. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Get him, you got it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Lee Griffin.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, my 7.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Stanton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dashing through the snow and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at his 4.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 84 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Check three. Kill.
Back. Yep. Back.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Leo.
Hey, turn it up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Crunch.
Ready?
They run again with Hunt.
Kill.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check 43. Check 9, check 9. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey.
I got him.
They run. Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check.
Check 24, check 24. Alert flare, flare.
Go.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Shoot.
They run with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Hey.
Hold.
Hey, check right. Go.
You.
Check 37. Check 37.
Joker.
Beat Rip.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
You mine.
Whip. Watch the whip. SOS.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
All day, dog. Check 13. Check 13. Where's twist? Get it.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Eric Murray. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he breaks through another tackle. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started.
Just like that. Just like that.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go, go. Check, check. Yes, yes. Go.
48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Yep.
Rush in. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
55. Here it comes. Here it comes. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Switch. 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 Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Wide. 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 Get wide. Check nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Go.
Check. 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 Check.
Ready, ready.
Now Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Kill. 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 Check safety. Check safety.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Wants to run. Hey, they're running it. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Shoot.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Bang, 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 bang. Look at me, zipper. Lead grip,
They'll keep it on the ground. Punt. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay